Hey everybody, and welcome back to Frostpunk. So, I think our orientation of the city is a little something like this. I guess the game was trying to teach me about area of effects, and I totally missed that. I mean, we know what that is. There are two types of buildings with area effects. Some buildings, like Sawmill, have an area from which the resources can be gathered. And some others, the area in which they can affect people, like the House of Prayer or the Field Kitchen. I mean, our cookhouse doesn't do that, right? It doesn't have a sphere of influence. All right, I hope our hunters come back with food. Let's get to work. We can't let up now. Let's turn the overdrive off before I forget about it. One sick absence. 2 sick absences is the workshop. 12 people is sick. Scout number 1 have returned. They brought 44 raw food and a whole bunch of wood. Alright, thank you guys. Gathering post, resources depleted, wood crates depleted. So, yeah, that means we can dismantle this building. And now we have 7 more workers available. One person can come here to the sawmill. So, we're out of stuff. We need to start learning how to access the coal mines. How to, access the iron ore deposits. Like, we need to start learning those as soon as we got this food situation figured out. What would I do with my people? I think I just don't have jobs for them right now. So you're waiting. Let's send you to the shelter. 22 hours to arrive there. Okay, go ahead. We do need more. We do have more sick people we got to deal with. So, where are our engineers? There's 4 engineers working here. Can I tell that in the game somehow? Can I see my engineers? Is there a way to see a list of people? Is what I'm asking. I feel like there is. Oh, there's a search button. Okay. But that doesn't really tell me unless I can search engineer. No, you cannot. You can only search by name. Alright, if I click engineers, okay, it shows me where the engineers are working. They're working in the medical post. Excuse me. They're working in the cookhouse. Is that the cookhouse? Yeah, so our engineers don't really need to work in the cookhouse. They could be somewhere else. That's another medical facility, I think. That's the research area, and there's some working in the sawmill. So, yeah, let's try to work on another medical post. Only takes 25 wood, so where would I like to shove it? Maybe right here. Wait, we don't have to build another street. There's food rations. Maybe this was telling me because there's some kind of like thing where it's like, oh, if you have less than 2 days of an item, like I had less than 2 days of coal, so maybe 2 days is kind of a minimum Because, like, food rations I have 2 days of, and it's also kind of red. Maybe that's just an indicator of you should probably work on that.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Alright, shift is ending. Oh, I do need to put some people here. My mistake. I didn't realize you'd been built. Cookhouse. Engineers, get off of work. Engineers, come here, please. You have 6 more sick people. But literally, would need to build like 2 more medical posts, but we can't though, because we don't have the people to staff them. Yeah, we got some wood shortages. It's looking like. Can it get... Oh, it's gonna get colder before it gets warmer. Before it just comes back to normal, honestly. Let's get to work. We can't let up now. That's right, you can't let up now. We got some chilly places. We should build, we should figure out how to build some heaters, honestly. Yeah, we need to deal with some of these chilly places. People don't get sick all the frickin' time.
Work time. Get back to work.
Scouts have reached the sturdy shelter. Drawing boards have been researched. Why is 7 sick absences? 3 sick absences at the cookhouse? Okay, drawing boards has been researched. Let's research hothouse. Because we need the food. Because we don't have the food. I'm pretty sure that's still a problem. Oh, we are actually gaining food more than we're eating. So, but we are on soup. So we should probably think about, well, even if I build if I build a greenhouse, excuse me, a hothouse, that's not going to help me because I don't have people to staff it. Medical post upgrade. People will heal faster. Bunkhouse is more protected from the weather. But I did say we want to build heaters. Also, the generator range upgrade would be nice. Coal use is doubled, though. Let's go for individual heaters. And let's check out what's going on at the sturdy shelter. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Search might provide wood, food ration, and steam cores. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with did I say equipped? Equipped with emergency supplies, excuse me. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door to all scientists. If you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Site discovered, steel bridge. Well, I would like to take your wood and your food and your steam cores. So there's the steel bridge. Send scouts here to learn more about this place. Trail goes over an elegant steel bridge that crosses a huge ravine. The bridge is remarkably snow-free, but we have to send our stuff back, though. Like, we need to get back. So go back to the city. We need that food. The expedition travels faster, following a known route. They know how to get back home. Coal pile is depleted. Okay. We got another coal pile over here we can deal with, though. We got 200 and... Oh, that's telling me that I'm running out of stockpile, isn't it? Yeah, I can only stockpile this much wood, so I'm making too much wood. Why can't we burn some wood? This is just not as efficient as coal. So that's what that is telling me. Let's think about building some things with our wood, then. Even though we don't have any... We don't have people to staff it. What can we construct? Cookhouse, hunter's hut, excuse me, click the wrong thing. Gathering post, sawmill, resource depot, workshop. Can't build another beacon, I guess. Not selectable. We do need another... Where is it? Child shelter? Because we have some, we have some people that aren't... Some kids that aren't in the shelter? Does it require... It doesn't require a worker. So let's build another child shelter. Takes 20 wood and 5 steel. Right here is fine. Kind of filling out the crater quite nicely here.
Workday ends. It's time off.
Scouts have returned. They brought 252 wood. We didn't really need the wood because we've just wasted that wood. Honestly, because we had too much wood in the stockpile. 97 food, 1 steam core. Okay, we are allowed to be over the wood. So that's good. It doesn't go to waste. We just can't get any more wood. So these people can't work because we don't have the ability to stockpile anything. So we should probably build another another resource depot here. 40 wood, 20 steel. Does it have to be adjacent to a street? Come on. It does, in fact, have to be adjacent to a street. There you go. I mean, it probably doesn't need to go there because nobody works there. So it could be farther away, but... So our food rations are also full is the problem. So we could go to the Gloomy Cave. The game wants us to come all the way over here to the Steel Bridge, but that's that'll take 1 day. If we just go to the Gloomy Cave, that's 15 hours. Let's check out the Gloomy Cave before we come over there, even though that's a quest. Alright, what's the problem here? What's happened here? Multiple problems. Did not resume production, requires raw food. And also... freezing homes. Captain, people have gathered to protest against the cold in their homes. They're angry that despite the health risk posed by the cold, you seem to be neglecting the problem. They want you to act. Let's heat some homes. Let's heat all homes. I don't have the ability to address this right now. We're working on it, guys. I guess I should have done it because now we're about to learn heaters. Well. Discontent rose because they thought we were ignoring them. What is this? Resource depot. Oh, I have to just choose what I want to store. I want to store wood. It's not a stockpile. The stockpile, I can store lots of stuff. But a resource depot, I can only store one thing. We can keep going like this for a while, I'd say. Well, I hope so. Heaters are researched.
Work. Move, people.
Use
There's
heaters to
plenty do.
heat workplaces. Can I heat homes as well? I cannot heat homes. So never mind what I said about we're going to add heaters, because that's not a thing. Let's keep the temperature overlay. So you guys over here, you're chilly. Put a heater on. Let's put a heater on. I could also put a heater in the medical outpost. That's probably a good idea. And the other medical outpost. Everybody that can have a heater has a heater. I mean, you don't need a heater. You're already fairly good, child shelter. Am I researching something? I'm not. Generator range upgrade would be nice, maybe. More scouts would be nice. The coal thumper. I think that just creates coal. By pumping pressurized water into underground coal deposits, the coal thumper washes the precious resource to the surface, forming a pile of up to 560 coals per standard workday, enough for 2 gathering posts, so we can bring coal to the surface. Coal mining allows us to build coal mines. The charcoal kiln allows us to build the charcoal kiln and char 70 wood, so we can produce coal from wood. That's what I said about why don't we just burn wood? The hothouse. We did want to go for the hothouse though. Maybe I should go for the generator range upgrade, because people keep complaining about it being cold. So this does double the the coal use though. Go ahead and work on that for me, please. Scouts have reached the gloomy cave. The cave is, or was, inhabited. There are a number of footprints leading to its entrance. We should check if there's still someone alive up there. Might find survivors. I found polar bears. Do those count as survivors? Can they work for us? Beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn toward us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Site discovered. Observatory. Leave the bears alone. The bears will kill their survivors. Or risk attacking the bears. People in the cave will live. Scouts will escort them to our city if they survive. We could potentially gain 4 children, 19 engineers, and 12 workers. But that's risky. But, I mean, we wouldn't just let people get eaten by bears. So let's risk attacking the bears. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Then they all set out towards the city. Okay, so we also learned about the observatory. So we can't go there because we have survivors with us. This peculiar building must be the Arctic Observatory the Royal Society built to investigate the internal winter. There's smoke over it. Something's going on there. But we should press on towards the steel bridge and whatever's beyond. But first, yeah, they need to come back, and it's going to take them 7 hours to do so. Gathering post has been depleted. Coal piles depleted. Okay, so that's gone. That can be dismantled now. Generator range upgrade has been researched. The generator heat zone extends farther now. Coal consumption is higher when using this setting. So we can, yeah, range 2. So it goes out further to further rings. We can see that more people... It's livable now. It's not comfortable, but it's livable. Except for the stockpile and the beacon. Who cares if they're chilly? Yeah, everyone's doing fairly good right now then. So your homes have been warmed up. Stop complaining to me. What do we want to research now? Let's research. I mean, having more scouts would be nice. Allows us to deploy an additional scout team at the beacon. Hunter's gear, hothouse. We do want to go to the hothouse because we need more food, especially when we have more people coming in now. So, hothouse requires steam core to work and also wood. We need to spend 20 wood and 10 steel to research this. Scouts have returned with their 19 engineers, 12 workers, and 4 children. So let's, I mean, we have homeless people now. So we need to make more tents. We really need to do something about these tents. Like, we really need to research bunkhouses to house. Bunkhouse, really wish it would allow more people in one spot. Because that doesn't, it's not really an upgrade. We can't shove more people in. Let's, we have more wood than we can really, we have a lot of wood. We're almost maxed out on wood. So, how much we have? So we need 3 more tents. Well, let's put 1, 2. We do need to build a street there. 3. Alright, that should do that. Should check our economy here. What's the coal management? We need more coal. Definitely need more coal. We're creating 0 coal. So we need to do that. That's right. We should build out this way and put a coal. Build a gathering post, please. Something right about, I mean, it doesn't have to be too far away. Just far enough to get access to here. I mean, I know that's out there, but we can build a street to it. There you go. There's now a street to your gathering post so we can get some coal. I think we need more than that, though. We probably need to pivot. I mean, we've been pivoting to a lot of things. But maybe we should think about building a coal mine. We do have some people that are hungry. I don't know why they're hungry. We've got food. We could put some workers in here. There you go. You got workers. Oh, my guys are waiting. Sorry, guys. My mistake. There you go. Get out to the steel bridge, please. Another day, another shift. Well, that's life. Temperature falls.
Cold is coming.
Now negative 40 degrees. What does it look like? Should put a heater here. It is pretty chilly in all these spaces. So let's think about turning the overdrive on.
Move. Time to get to work.
So we are gaining on coal. We only have 10 hours of coal, though. Hothouses researched. Build hothouses to grow food in the city. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Since we only have 10 hours of coal available, I think it's time for the coal mining. Okay, so it's good to know that we don't have to research drawing boards across all things. Like, once we researched it once, we can research technologies from all of the different areas. Let's go coal mining, please. Tracks up to 240 coal per standard workday. It does require a steam core to build, though. Don't know where one gets steam cores. I have 2 of them, but I don't know where you get them otherwise. So the hothouse is here. A few hardy crops can be grown here, supplying up to 30 raw food per day. Where can I shove it? And yes, that's fine. Or here. That looks like, yeah, that's too big. We should put it here. And then we have to build a street. A word of advice, steam cores. We've just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during our expeditions. I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you for explaining that to me. 12 hours of coal left. Temperature requirements. Initially, you can store up to 900 coal. So that's storage limits, actually. 900 coal and 30 or 300 of every resource. When this limit is reached, the gathering will stop, so we can build resource depots. We've already figured that out. Many buildings, such as the cookhouse or medical hub, or, excuse me, what am I talking about? Cookhouse or medical post must be at least chilly or warmer inside to function. Place them in the heat zone around the generator or a steam hub. Otherwise, they could stop working when it gets colder. You should also research and turn on heaters. Okay, thank you. So it is inoperative right now because 2 things. We need workers, and it is too cold inside the hothouse. Set some workers, and let's turn on the heater. So let's check the economy. What's our coal situation like? We are using more coal than we're gathering. So we definitely need to figure out that coal mining. Post haste, guys. Partly that's because we have overdrive on. I think. Yeah, look at our coal, it's falling. 9 hours of coal left, and then the thing shuts off, so I think that means it's an emergency shift time. Sorry guys, you gotta wake up. You gotta work the coal gathering because we need that coal. We could also send people out here to really work on the coal by hand. But that probably is very cold. We're gonna have to turn off the overdrive soon. Sometimes I wonder what the purpose of our struggle is. What happened? One of our people died. Somebody died. Let's turn off the overdrive. I'm sorry, it has to be done. It's getting too stressful. Death of overwork. One of our people died suddenly during an emergency shift. We don't know what happened, but it's likely it was a heart attack. End emergency shifts for today. All emergency shifts currently in progress will end. Hope will rise. Or discontent will rise. We must make sacrifices. We must make sacrifices because Like, we need coal? A first death. One of our people has died. Sickness, accidents, and a deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way of dispose of the body. People can take care of themselves, or let's open the Book of Laws. We are going to go for cemetery, I believe. Not just corpse disposal. We will establish a burial ground so we can lay our dead to rest with dignity and respect.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Let's go for, where is that? Is that under health? Is that under people? Cemetery, yeah. There can only be one cemetery in the city. I mean, does it have to be somewhere? It doesn't have to be a warm spot, of course, because these are dead people. So we can shove it right the heck out here. At least after death, we'll be allowed to rest properly.
Get to work.
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, as it should be. Cemetery is established. We can now put our dead to rest. Hope rises. What does it look like? Can I zoom in on it? It's just a little chapel and gravestones around it. Scouts have reached the bridge to Winterhome. Coal mining researched. Alright, so I'm going to play through this day, and then I think it's time for the episode to end after that. Let's build, while we're thinking about it, let's build our coal mine. Needs 25 wood, 10 steel, 1 steam core. Okay, so it looks like there's 2 coal mines. What is that? Oh, so that's a place I can put a thing. So you're saying I can snap it to this. I can snap it to this. I can snap it to this. So I already have a street going out kind of that far, so I might as well pop it here. Go ahead and build a road. Should connect it, I think. Let's see what we want to research, and then we'll deal with that winter home. What did I want? I wanted probably more scouts. I do think I need more scouts, to be honest with you. Let's see what's going on. Bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on top of the bridge tower reads, "Built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton." Sorry. Search might provide automaton. Let's explore the area. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. Site discovered, weather station, and large convoy. So if we send it to the city, the automaton will safely reach our city on its own, or we can dismantle it for 93 steel and 2 steam cores. And the game told us that steam cores are not something that we can make by ourselves. So I think, I mean, steam cores are tempting, of course, but I like the idea of just having an automaton nearby, so let's send that to the city. We reprogrammed the automaton and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. So what, there's the automaton. We have the weather station and the large convoy. So that's where it wants us to go. It wants us to come here. A tall building with some peculiar devices on the roof. It's most likely a weather station set up by scientists from Winterhome. But there is this large convoy, several vehicles and tents. We can see people moving between them and smoke rising from a campfire. Well, I want to find people is the thing. So let's go towards the large convoy. Search for other cities' deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We will find out in Winterhome. So people got... their hope fell a little bit because of that. Because we didn't find place immediately. Oh, one person died, so we can put an extra worker here.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
We can also put put some workers over here. We still have 11 engineers unstaffed. I also should think about putting a heater on over there. And the child shelter, you guys can have a heater. 'Cause you're chilly. Hot house is cold. You guys should probably also have heaters. The cookhouse and the medical post. What's our situation like for food? 90 food per day is our gain, so we can probably stop eating soup. What if we switch to, where is my cookhouse? What if we switch from soup to standard meals? We have a sick person that's not getting treatment. Scouts have reached the large convoy. Boy, that automaton's not very fast, is it? This is a convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They are weak and have no provisions. We should listen to their story and escort them to our city. Alright, let's explore. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were heading to the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. Escort the survivors to the city. Scouts will set off towards the city and bring the survivors with them. Send the survivors to the city. Some of them might die because they're going on their own, or leave the survivors to their fate. Without knowledge of how to get to our city, the survivors will die trying to find it. So that's bad. This is really bad. I'm gonna bring 18 engineers and 26 workers home, please. And then probably decide we need to go back to soup. Alright, so it's the start of a new day. So I think that's where this episode will end. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you again next time.